Coach, an extremely physical first period. All kinds of hitting. It sort of came out like a house on fire. And then it appeared, at least from our vantage point, that it's kind of let your collective foot off the gas after that. Is that an accurate description, or what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I guess maybe we did. I think it's I don't know what the answer was. I don't know if we just couldn't we're not built, or we weren't mentally able to sustain what we wanted to do in the first period. I thought we played a real good first period of hockey, and then we come out in the second, and their first goal, we have a defenseman that pinches, and all year we don't pinch on the strong side. It's part of our system. We've talked about it forever, and so we have a little mental lapse, and it ends up costing us. Second goal, some forwards don't back check with enough urgency to catch him. We have another defenseman just can't stay in front of a guy, and they make a play to get in behind us, and then you're down 2-1, and we lost all the momentum from there. And they, as a group, their top line and their best players were the best players on the ice every time they touched the ice. And some of the guys we rely on just couldn't find their legs, couldn't find any traction, couldn't get anything going. We were kind of snuffed out at every chance we had. We'd get a scoring chance and it'd miss the net, or they'd block it. And it was one of those games where I thought after the first, I thought we were kind of playing to our identity and playing the way we wanted, and we kind of lost it after that.
You touched on a little bit where it seemed like you had a couple of one-timers went off the heel of a stick, or a shot sort of went awry and that sort of thing. It just seemed like the sights were off just a little bit tonight.
Yeah, it seems like we're gripping things. We're putting extra pressure on ourselves. We know the magnitude of these games, and the importance of these games, but that's why we play the game. That's why we're here playing hockey. You want to be in these meaningful games down the stretch. These are playoff atmospheres. It's, like you said, it's fast, it's hard hitting, it's competitive, it's time and space is taken away. You can't get into the front of the net. You've got to beat a guy to get there. You got to scratch and claw and fight for your space and slash and whack and hack. And they did it every shift. We did it some shifts, and that was the difference.
Is there any update on Liam after the game at all?
I haven't heard any update on anything. No.
I don't want to get you in trouble or not, but any thoughts on the officiating tonight? No thoughts on any of the officiating. It is what it is. They're learning just as much as we're learning. Would you like some flow to the game? Would you like some conversations? Potentially, but they played it under the same rules we did, and they found a way to stay within it, and we've got to do a better job of not maybe getting wrapped up in some of that stuff that we don't control, right? Like they're going to ref the game the way they see it. We've got to play inside that parameter, and maybe that's some youth, maybe that's some of the pressure we're feeling right now, trying to find our game. Some of the pressure guys are putting on themselves because they want to win bad, but sometimes our mind has lost the focus in what we need to do to win. The habits that we have to have shift in and shift out to win, and that's right. Your habits and being selfless for the team is what makes teams win.
Another goal tonight for Alessandro, and you've mentioned a few times lately that he and Beckham have been some of the best players in quite a few games lately. Are enough of the veterans, the leaders you've spoken about, at that level as the rookies lately?
No. We need more from them for sure. We have 20-year-olds in this league that are 20-year-olds for a reason. They have to produce when we have these games on the line. And Beck and Dio and some of our young guys are playing very well at this time, but we can't lean on them to win us hockey games. They're 16 years old. That's too much pressure to put on them. We need our core group of leaders to step up in these moments, and they have in the past, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna soon here too. But we've got to find ways to produce on the power play. We've got to find ways to generate offense. Going into that third period, we're down 3-1. We generated one scoring chance, so that's not going to win you a hockey game. It's not going to get you back into the game. You get a power play when you expect to get a goal. We get it to 3-2 going into the third. 4 power plays in the second. We don't generate any scoring chances. So we've got to find ways to get pucks through to the net. We've got to find ways to make quick adjustments on the fly in the game. When guys go to shoot, we get a scoring chance. We've got to bear down and hit the net, make the goalie make a save, get guys inside. And we're back to that moment where we're waiting or watching for someone else to step up and do it. And we need everyone to just want to be the guy that steps up instead of waiting for someone else. And I think that's part of youth. And as a coaching staff, we're trying to implement some adjustments on the bench, and sometimes it's on the fly, and maybe there's a little bit of a disconnect, but it's stuff we've got to get to on the power play quickly.
And the team is struggling a little bit. You can juggle the lines a little bit here and there, move guys around. What kind of goes into that, just in general? And you're sort of, what are you looking for?
Well, we had we played one less forward with Huey Hurt was playing through a sickness and illness. He hadn't skated in 2 days, and wanted to kind of contribute in a way he could. So we figured we needed the extra D, so we were down a forward to start. We were going to kind of roll through our centers, but then when Beamer goes down, I really have no choice but to juggle lines everywhere based off of who's fresh. And some guys double up on the kill, some guys double up on the power play, and then when 5-on-5 comes around, I've got to give them their time to recoup and rest. So it was a little bit of a juggling match today, getting lines going. I think changing some of the lines that were working in the past was maybe just a way to kind of wake some guys up, and guys that have been playing well. Could I spark another 2 guys that maybe felt like they were struggling? So it's nice to find that chemistry, but sometimes you have a hunch that if a Ryan Brown is playing really well and I put him with someone that's maybe struggling, does it get that guy going a little bit? That kind of stuff. But tonight was more just with Beamer going down, I really didn't have a whole lot of options on playing a consistent set of forwards.